So let's pay homage to the Buddha. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So we are doing the exercise of the lesson 29. Last time we finished 14, now 15, the last one for the exercise A. So here, so Raja Buddhasa Vajanan Sodawa Kacha Badi Dawa Siwikaya Nisi Dawa Basadan Yewa Abiru Hedawa Di Aha Sadasa Vajanan Sodawa Tado Asekondi Nari Kana Barihuda Gandawa Basadan Arosha Kanukho Bodhasa Bawediti Vinichya Thana Ologendi Atasi. So here also a little bit long. So that is how we can analyze in this way. So now, actually, so even though it is long a bit, it's two lines together here. So Raja and the Aha, that is one line. And the another line is Sa, the Atasi. Okay, so that is how I separate here, one line. And then, so in the first line also, you see Raja Buddhasa Vajanan Sodawa. Okay, so here Sodawa, you see Jaran, that is fine. That should be one line, but only one Jaran. So after that, the Aha, see? So now we can understand the meaning clearly. So here, Raja Aha, you see, Raja Aha. So Aha is member. So now the king, said, okay, the king said. So, and before the Aha, you see Jaran, Jaran. So that is fine. Jaran is Sodawa. So we can say Raja Sodawa Aha. The king heard and said. See? The king heard and said. So what did the king hear? So object of the Sodawa is, so Vajanan. Vajanan. So speech or words. Whose words? Bodhasa. Okay, this is object of the, Sodawa. So hard. That is fine. So the speech of, San or the San speech. So they can hurt the San's speech because Bodhasa is genetic case, you see. That is an apostrophe. The San's, they can hurt the San's speech and said. So object of the aha is, so this clause, the whole clause with the quotation mark ed. So that is, we can translate, with the comma in this way. So, and then with this quotation, what did he say? So a gacha bad day. So dawa siwikaya, nisi de dawa basa dan yewa abiruha. Basa dan yewa abiruha. Okay. So now in this sentence also, so the king said to what? So to bad day, bad mean actually dear one, dear sister, maybe calling the queen. So or bad day mean to the queen. So what does it mean? Directly. Bad day is a vocative case. Actually, stem is like the Ganya bad day or bad feminine gender. So you see bad like the feminine one. So bad day is actually commonly adjective, auspicious or lucky or something. And that is adjective. And then that is a badara. The other one is, what is it? A sinister. But so a kind of the arrow, badara king, expression sinister, unlucky, not that one. So, and also here you see, one whose face bring blessing, complimentary address, like a my noble one or plus, but to the raya auspicious vehicle. Okay, no, not this one. Maybe but so you see, feminine one, a well-behaved woman, maybe lady, ladies and gentlemen, lady. So actually calling to his wife. So lady, okay. And then gacha. So gacha also vocative case. Sorry, imperative, second person singular. Gacha, he. Like the dawa, he, gacha, he. So that means, go lady. So not, don't stay here. Go lady, in this way, go lady. And then, so the first one is go lady. Okay, gacha badi. After that, the next one is here, abiruha. So nisi dedawa abiruha. So abiruha is get on or God on, get on vehicle or maybe get on somewhere, climb up or go up. So abiruhati. That one also vocative is abiruhi. So abiruhahi. So nisi dedawa abiruhahi. You see, in this line, okay, the other words leave it for a while. So Bob is abiruha and nisi dedawa. So that is fine. So we can enter the sit and so go up. sit and go up. So sit where? The what? Siwikaya. So siwika. Siwika is a kind of the vehicle, but not pulled by the animal or machine. Maybe a kind of so for example at the ancient time, so the riot staff, or sorry, riot lady or prince or king, so they use that one as a two or four, strong men. So hold that and carry with their on their shoulder. So that vehicle is called the seaweed car. Okay, so what is in English seaweed car? So yeah, seaweed car is a planking or litter. A planking or litter, you see. Seaweed car, but with the other word, the menja seaweed car, also a drone planking. So here it should be later. Okay. So that is location for the Nisi data war. That is fine. So sit in your litter. Okay. Sit. So the one mean your. So the one sit in your litter. Sit in your litter. So because this is Jaran, and so go up where? So object of the abiruha is here basa dan, and the yewa is actually ewa, yeah, is just insertion. Go up to or get yes, go up to a palace basada. Go up to the palace in this way. You see here, to understand this line, the whole line clearly, just focusing on the, subject and then gerund verb and the main verb. So quite clear to understand. Okay. So Raja Sodawa Aha. So the king pardoned said. So what did he hear? So Bodhasa Vajana. So what did he say? So Gacha Badi Dawa Siwikaya Nisi De Dawa Basada Abiruha. So in his speech also, a little bit long. So at that time also just focus on the, Gacha Nisi De Dawa Abiruha. So Gacha Badi. So go lady. And Nisi De Dawa sit and go up. Okay, so sit where? Dawa siwikaya. Sit in your litter and go up to a palace. So maybe yewa is only or just. Go up just to your palace or to a palace or to your palace or to your to her Raya building, Raya mansion in this way. But here, the meaning of the Ewa is just omitted. That can be, so go up just to your palace. Go up just to the palace. And this it can be understood. So here, the point I want you to get it is, so just focusing on the verb, you see? So at the time, we can understand, even though it is too long sentence, so we can understand clearly. Okay, now one line we finished. And another line. So sa dasa wajanan sodawa Tado Asekondi Nari Kana Briwuda Gandawa Basada Arosha Kanu Kobodasa Bawadi Winichia Tana Ologendi Atasi. Okay, so here also you see subject is Sa. Okay, Sa. She member here is Atasi, stood. Okay, just that. And then before the member, so we have the gerund. So Sa and then Sodawa. You see? Sa, Sodawa, and the Gandawa, and the Arusha, Atasi. 3 gerund, you see? Sodawa, Gandawa, Arusha, Atasi. So Sodawa, she heard 1 gerund, and the Gandawa, so went, and the Arusha, so went up to and stood. She had went up to and stood. So now, so the first gerund is she heard. So the wa. So what did she hear? So what the speech? That's his, or maybe the king. His. So she heard his speech. Now one phrase we finish. She heard his speech and then went. So Gandawa went. So before the Gandawa, commonly, we use a place. But here, in the previous slide, went to where? So went to the go to her palace already. That is why here, Gandawa is not related to the any object there. But before the Gandawa, the other is here. So Nari Kana Bariwuta. That is past participle. Past participle. And also Asekondi. That is present participle. And then Tado. So is infinitive verb. So these are also, 3 verbs, but they are related to the, Gandawa. Okay. So not object of the Gandawa, they are maybe modifying or maybe subject complement, or that is fine. So that is, before the went, we can vote. So the person, so Tado Asekondi. Tado Asekondi. So Sekondi means able. So Asekondi means so unable. So here present participle being unable. So being unable to Tado stand. So one and then Nari Kana Bariwuta. So Nari is actually women, but it refers to the maybe a servant or attendants. Okay, Nari is actually women. So what kind of women? Maybe retinue or her follower. Yeah, her follower. So Ganami maybe crowd. So crowd or retinue of women. So and the Bariwuta. So Bariwuta is past participle of the Bariwara. So Bariwuta, originally past participle. So Bariwuta is past participle, Bariwaradi, surrounded by, you see, surrounded by. But here compounded what? Commonly with the instrumental case. So Nari Ganehi Bariwuta. So that is also Daburiza Samasa or dependent. So determinative compound, Daburiza. So Nari Ganehi Bariwuta. Okay. So here in the example, so Dewa Ganena Bariwuta. Maybe Nari Gana is collected noun. That is a Nari Gana Bariwuta. So surrounded by. So surrounded by, so retinue of women. So went. So the retinue is a high retinue. That is why. Even though not what, no what, therefore the ha, but can be understood. Surrounded by ha retinue, ha follower, they follow ha. So ha retinue of women went. And then went up to another germ is here. So Aronsha, you see? So Aronsha also went up to, because member is Atasi. Member is Atasi. But here, in the first line, so go up, Siwati Kaya, so Abiruha, this one is optative, but that is a kind of the command. So just go and the go up. Okay. But here Aronsha, also Jaran, but member is Atasi, that is a past tense. So went up to her palace. Went up to her palace and stood. Stood me. I stood, okay. Before the Atasi also, here, Ologindi. That is also present participle, Ologindi. So stood. Stood. And then, so looking, Ologindi. So looking down. Maybe Ologindi. Yeah, looking down. So maybe now she is up, but maybe that meeting hall is down there. So that is maybe looking down or looking also. Maybe looking towards. Yeah, looking is okay. So looking at, or maybe looking at what? Yeah, Vinichya Thana. So Vinichya Thana also, maybe that is judge for. Vinichya is decision. So Thana is a place. So decision place. Maybe that is judge. Yeah, judgment, follow judgment. So looking at the judgment, looking at the hollow judgment. Okay, so why she looking at? She want to know. So Kanu ko Bodhasa Bhavati. Kanu ko Bodhasa Bhavati. Here, so this quotation is not relating to the Ologindi or Atasi, maybe at the time. So according to the background history, so so that even though she is a queen, maybe her son, a prince, so commit evil deed, or maybe some crime. So that is why. So at that time, so the king also asked his son, so is it right you do that? You did that or something like that? At the time, he said right, or maybe something. So at the time, so in making decision, so maybe so her queen or so his mother, so will do some difficult. That is why, firstly, so he take out her out of that judgment hall. So after that, they maybe make decision something or like that. So that is like, she wants to know what it news about her son. So that is here Kanu call. Okay, so that is even though no one here, so sometimes based on the context, maybe wondering or want to know, wanting to know, maybe wondering is better. Okay, wondering. So so wondering. So this one is not directly included. Wondering. So here, what? So that she wants to know. So kanu kobo dasa. So ka is what? Bawadi is. So nuko is just question. So what is news about Bodhasa and news of son? That is news about so her son in this way. What is news about her son? Okay, so here to understand this line, firstly, yes, Sa, Sodawa, Gandawa, Aronsha, and then Atasi. But here, maybe, so before the Jaran, for especially Gandawa, before the Gandawa, the other Bab, like the Tado, also like the Asekondi, and the Narikana Brivuta. So Asekondi is a feminine gender because Sa Asekondi, she being unable to stand, and the Narikana Brivuta also feminine gender because subject is feminine gender. Sa, she being surrounded by a retinue of women in this way. So they are maybe present participle and the past participle, but so subject complement in connection with the, that Gandawa. That is why before the Gandawa we translate. The same way, or maybe after the Gandawa also okay, but so at the time maybe we may confuse with those are related to the Arusha or something. So that is why, before the Gandawa is better to understand clearly. So, but the last one is, atasi for the main verb. So for the atasi also here, all again the one, present participle. But this one, before the stu also can be understood. So can be translated. I mean, so looking at the whole judgment, wondering, so what is news about our son? Stood. Also okay, but commonly this is main verb. So no verb there after that. So to be confused, that is fine, it's okay. Stood, looking at or something in this way. So but just mainly. So we analyze based on the gerund. So from that gerund to the previous word. So that's wajanan. So the word is one gerund phrase. The same way, from the Gandawa, So Tado, Ase Gondi, Narigana, Briwuda, Gandawa also one gerund phrase. And then Basada, Arusha also one gerund phrase. So after that, so Ganu Kobudasa Bawudi, Winichia Tana, Olokendi, Atasi is another main phrase or a phrase with the main part. So in this way, phrase by phrase, we can understand. So to understand clearly. Okay, so now we finish this number 15. Okay, Damadra.
Bante, excuse me. I think there is two went surrounded by her retinue of women, went and went up. It doesn't sound nice. There are two wents.
Maybe so went and went up instead of saying that.
Climb up.
Yeah. So maybe climb up or so get up also. Yeah. So
up by the human went. But the English doesn't sound nice.
Surrounded
yeah. by
so,
a woman
so
went.
repetition. Yeah. So that is just following to the English. So this one can be omitted to understand clearly. This also.
Yeah.
Just one by one translation.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Maybe went and or climbed up also. Okay. Went, climbed up to her palace in this way. Okay, that is better. Climbed up to her palace. Also, climb up her palace. So we don't need to. Okay. Thank you. Your point. Okay, so now we finish exercise A. So now let's go to the exercise B. So before doing the exercise B, so exercise B are also, these are English translation of the just original Pali, you see, that is with the reference. And also here also reference, all of them are with the reference, you see. So here also reference, and then all of these 10 are with the reference. So here, the point I want you to know is, so actually this one is, easy way of translation for the original one, not so strictly, not so exactly. So that is so it can have another way. So, but to understand what is origin of that one in that reference, according to that reference, so I find it out, and then here I provide it. That is original one. So here, number one is, a person who is free from evil state and then seeks after purity. So sees fault, evil tiny as hair tips, and then as large as cloud in the sky. So actually, original Pali is, so Aninganasa Bosasa Nejan Suji Gawesi no. So stanza, you see? And then, so Waleka Madan Babasa. So Abba Madan wa Kayadi. Abba Madan wa Kayadi. So now, that is original one. Okay, firstly, according to this translation, so this original English here, this exercise, we can, translate simply a person. A person maybe one. Bogalo. So a person. So ika bogalo. Ika bogalo. And then who is free from evil stains? Who is? That is modifying to the, a person. Modifying to the a person who is free from evil stains. So evil stain is maybe you see according to that one, ingana. So evil deed or maybe something. So what ingana? So ingana is actually an open space, and clearly that is 1 minute. Another number second one. So aspect or freckle on the face. But so actually, in originally that one you see, the meaning of ingana is, aspect or freckle on the face or something dark or, but so with the negation in negative, so aningana at that time, so free from fleck, free from blemish, clear of the mind in this way. So that is why. So here, that is a single word for that. Who is free from evil stain means so aningano or something like that. So aningano ika bukalo. This is subject, right? So aningano ika bukalo. Okay. Aningano ika bukalo. So and here n can be omitted. So seeks after purity, sees fault, evil tiny as actually sees is member. So C is member. That is maybe basati. So basati in this way. And then before the basati also seeks after. Seeks after is bari sati or kawe sati is bari sati. Sati. Bari sati. So maybe that is Jaran. Okay. So bari bari sit dawa. Bari say dawa or okay later because so bari say dawa that one also maybe so here and you see and is connected with the who is free from evil state and seeks after purity. So that is why this seeks is instead of the main verb we can understand as adjective who seeks after purity. Who seeks after purity. So that is maybe so gawe see, gawe seeker. So a Pali word is, so gawe see. Yeah, this one. So gawe see, seeking or looking for or means striving after in this way. So Dhamma Gawesi, who seeks the Dhamma. And then maybe Nibbana Gawesi, who seeks Nibbana. And Sukha Gawesi, who seeks happiness or peaceful in this way. So that is it also a kind of the adjective. So and then so Gawesi seeking what? Purity. Purity is Sodi or Suji. So Sodi also purity. see sodi or with sodi. Sodi also purity, you see, or purification. Maybe the other one, suji. So suji also as an adjective suji, but in the, you see, kawese as a compounded word, suji kawese is longing for purity or seeking purity. Okay, that compounded word is better. So that is anengano, suji. So kawese ikabogalo. So now Bri is say dawa, so we can leave it. So C is what? So basadi. So fort. So even tiny. Okay, even tiny fort. So fort is maybe wajja. Wajjan basadi. Wajjan basadi. So here even tiny as hair tips. Tiny as hair tips. So that one in the list of vocabulary, we already seen that word. Under the adjective ending. Abba madda, sorry. Abba madda, there are less travels than that one. Eki siku bama, gambira deep. Abba samaramba, no, not that one. Diwida, as tiny as, so hair tips. So walega madda, where is it? Walega madda. So we already, so tips of hair, walega madda.
It's before the verb ante.
For the verb,
Just not. It's in adjective before the verb.
is an edge. Oh, sorry, that is 18, 28.
Yeah.
Sorry.
29. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yes.
yeah, so what? Oh, Suji we say also already. Suji we say and Nengana also already. Okay, and then here Walega mad actually long one should be long power. I already correct. Walega mad as tiny as hair tips. Okay, so that is why. But here evil. So evil is a bit. So that is why, Walega. So madam be with jam. Walega madam be with jam. So baseti. So and then so as large as. So cloud in the sky. As large as cloud in the sky. As large. That one also in the list of vocabulary already. So Abba Madda. So Abba Madda. But as actually, so exact meaning of the Walega Madda is tiny as hair tips. And then here the past S is a simile. So large as a cloud. So Abba Madda. So Abba Madda what? Abba Madda Iwa. So walega madam be with jan. So abba mat dan iwa. So abba mat dan wa basati. He sees. So in this way, that is, simple translation what by what to this paragraph. But original one is here aninganasa bosasa. So aninganasa is with the dative case. So bosasa is a person. Okay. So a person to a person. So now we already understand this one. So a person who is free from evil stain, that is subject. This one is, the whole one is subject. Member is sees, and the object of that one is here, afford even tiny as hair tips. And the other is similarly as large as cloud in the sky. So walega matter. So abba matter what? So already abba mean cloud in the sky, already included. Okay, so now let's try to understand the original Pali in the Pali canon. So aninganasa bosasa nejan suji gawesi no. Nejan suji gawesi no. So actually aninganasa bosasa. That is, even though here Jadaka, but original one is from the Tiragata Pali. So Kadira, Waniya, Rivada Tiragata. So Banariva Rivada, so who usually lives in the acacia tree, acacia forest in his story. So actually, so Aninganasa Bosasa. So to a person, so Aninganasa already, so who is free from evil stain. Free from evil stains, and then so here nature, so suji kawesi no, and so always so seeking after purity. Okay, so that is the dative genitive case to a person who is free from evil stains.
Excuse me, Bante.
Okay.
Always, I think, wrong spelling. ALW, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Again, Bante, I just want to know Kavesino. The Ino is which I got jammed already.
That is the same as the name, consonant and adjective, possessive adjective, aim.
Oh, possessive adjective.
Yeah, gawe saying. So like the domain, but in the nominative case, not so, but here not nominative case, dative case. So gawe si no gawe say sa, dami no dame sa, deni no dene sa, like the muni no muni sa, sinani no sinani sa. So the name. So here gawe si no.
Kavesino.
Gawe saying.
Kavesi.
So
I still cannot make it.
Gawesi no is a dative case to modify the
Dative
boss.
case.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because of the ino. Oh,
Right.
okay, thank you, Bhante. Right, I got it. Thank you, Bhante.
Okay. So to a person who is free from evil states and always seeking after purity, and then so waleka madam be mosasa abba madam wa kayati. So kayati. So now that kayati, so in the dictionary, let's check. Seems or appear. Kayati. So to seem to be or to appear like. So like is now together with the we are. So abba madam wa is we are. That is right. To appear like is better. So at that time, so babasa walega madam. So walega madam is subject. So walega madam appears as abba madam wa in this way. So that is why, walega madam is walega madam wa babasa. So even though walega madam is adjective tiny s, babasa, but now one. So now is so as in now it is used subject for the kayati. So but it literally it should be translated as maybe some more amount of evil, very tiny amount of evil appear like the so heavy large amount like a cloud in this way. So that is walega matan is, even though in the list of vocabulary so it is translated as a, you see, as tiny as hair tips. So actually, but literally that matter is measured by. So measured by the hair tips, literally, that matter. This matter is measured by so by measure, measure as far as, so measured by, or maybe amount or like that, measured by also, okay, matter. Another matter is what? Intoxicated, or this one is another one, measured by. So now this phrase, so walega matter babasa. Oh, yeah, babasa. Maybe because of measure. So all this babasa is actually directly okay. So how commentary explain? Let's check. So here you see Tiragata. So Kadida. And then Bosasat and got Pali with D. Aninganasa Posasa Nijan Suji Awe Sino. Yes, then the number 652. So it's commentary. 652. Aninganasa Nupoka Meta Jeta Assembly. So Ninganasa, so Walega Matan, okay, Walega Matan, so Kiseka Matan, Babasa, Lisa Matan be Sekalan, Loka, Doberi Hareta Titan, Babasa, okay. That's that whole Ragadi Ingana Bawado and Ninganasa, Sabakalan, Suji. Anawaja dami ewa kawisandasa saburisasa walega madan kizega madan bi babasa lisa madan bi sakalan loka da breda wa tita okay aba madan hoda wa ubatati. Yeah, so use it as in now. So okay, to understand that one, so maybe amount of so evil deeds babasa. So walega madan. So measured by hair tips. So hair tips, hair tip. So appears like, so abamad, maybe amount. So so that is just literal way. So to understand, grammatically. So measure by a cloud. So that is measure, but actually the meaning should be understood. That what should be understood is so evil deed as tiny as a hair tips appears like as large as a cloud in the sky. In this way, so it means maybe evil. So in this way, so at that time, in English, evil deed is subject, but in Pali, babasa is with genetically not subject. So grammatically, walega madan is, subject for the kaya deed. Abba madanwa is just similar. So like Abba madanwa in this way. You see, so that is why the point I want you to understand in this lesson is, so actually these English sentences in this exercise B are not so exactly consistent with the, original Pali in meaning, just slightly. So that is fine. So even though maybe you can check in your book in the answer key, so the order provide this original Pali, but so you cannot compare it. So that point I want you to understand. So that is why instead of using the answer key as much as you can, as you understand, so you can do yourself like this. So a person maybe ego bogalo, and then who is free from evil stain is aningano, and then seeking who seeks purity is seeking after purity is Sujikawe say in this way. C is basadi. Fault is maybe a witcher or mistake or like this. So that is simple way translation. You see, anengano Sujikawe eka bogalo. So walega madam be witcher aba madam wa basadi. That is better to understand, even though with the reference. So here I provide the reference and the original Pali just to understand they are not exactly the same. Okay. So now already time's up. So any question? Okay, Damadra.
Bante, can I consider this this Dhamma, the meaning of this Dhamma, a person who is free from evil stains and seeks after purity? I think he sees the fault, though it is small, but to we all Putujana is very, we feel like for the Putujana, we feel like the fault is very small. But for this person who is pure, they say no, it's very big. Is it what it means?
Actually, so here not talking about the Putujana or a noble one, and not a real person. Actually, so actually that one is so who tries to purify himself. Saburisa.
Or Sapurisa.
Yeah. Good man, good one. So actually free from evil state. So he tried to observe morality not to be broken, and also he tried to avoid any evil deeds. So at that time, maybe I was accidentally or maybe some in accordance with some reason and avoidably, so he commits that he considered so very big for him because he is pure one, trying to be pure, right, in this way.
Oh yes, yeah. I think so. Yes. Thank you for the Dhamma explanation.
Okay. That is here also in the commentary. So through the passage that Eka Bugla is explained as where. So Aninganasa Savakalan Suji Kawizatame Kawisandasa Saburi Sasa, a good man. In commentary. Okay, and then any question? Okay, Hado.
Yes, Bante. For this one, Bante, that in the sky, whether we need to translate like with the Hase, Bante?
In the sky is, so actually here in original text, so only Abba cloud is okay. Actually in the sky is just potent. So cloud also only in the sky, nowhere. A place of cloud is just only in the sky, right? So can we understood? We don't need to translate actually.
Oh yeah, so we can omit it.
Mm.
Yeah, but in case if we translate, it still be acceptable, Bante.
And then Agasi.
Yeah, Akase.
Yeah. So maybe before this word, Agasi Abamadanwa Basadi in this way. Yeah. If we put Agasi.
Yeah. Yes, thanks, Bante. And
Okay.
one more point is when we look at this one, that even tiny adjectives as large as cloud. So we think that first of all that we would think that it is two adjectives that it put together. So
Right.
for example, that see a font here is that it is accusative, is an accusative there is a noun, but how the font is look like. So the font here is even is just a small one, just a small font only, like the teeny adjectives. And also that as large as cloud, it means that this person, because he's a poor person, so he see that even with a very small font, but he also very serious, as large as a cloud. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, so as large as cloud there, that first of all that we think is also function as the adjective modified for the font. Like the font is small and the font which is very big, like a very big font, serious font. So for this, if it is the case like that one, so we will not separate the two adjectives there. For example, that as tiny as hair tips, it will be go together with the fonts as the adjective modified for the font. And another one as large as cloud is also that look at it as the modifier for the verb to see. So when these things, I mean that when two adjective, when two words there consider as the two adjectives, so we may put it connected. So it means that walagama tampi and aphamatang basasti instead of separated with wajan in the between. Yeah. Or what wajan that we put just before the verb pasati and two adjective walagya matang and aphamatang.
Wajan Pasati.
Yes, and wajan pasati. So in this situation, maybe it's not correct, Bante.
Yeah, that way also okay. But in Pali, way of using. So one word is connected with the, two. So for example, actually, this wajan should be walega madan, be wajan, agasi, abba madan, wajan wa basati. Should be twice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but so to avoid repetition, so we put in the middle of these two words. In this way, that way is so that means this walega madan is connected with this wajan is connected with the walega madan as well as with the abba madan to understand that one between them only one time. So that one is called the kago logana method. In Pali, kago logana. Kaga means crow. So crow, as a natural crow. So crow, his eye, its eye so works 2 jobs at the same time. So that crow finds food as well as watch out his enemy at the same time. So based on that, taking that simile, such a method is called the, here also with jam, at the same time connected with the Walega method and simultaneously connected with the other method. So like the work of the eyes of crow.
Yes, Bante. So in that situation, that it's better that we put the noun in between of those 2 modifiers.
Right. So actually, so exactly it should be Walega Madan be with Jan, Agazi Ava Madan with Jan what Basedi. At the time, repetition we can see. Yeah, to avoid that in Pali in this way we use.
Yeah. Otherwise, if we put it connecting with the 2 adjectives there and api we put at the end, it not really reflects the meaning. It not really reflects the clear meaning, like the way that we separate it like this one.
But so later, if you're familiar with such a usage, the other day, so you can experience beautiful writing style of the Pali.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's really a very new point in here, Bante.
Right. That is at advanced level.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Thanks so much, Bante, for very clear guidance. Yeah.
Okay. So if no more question, so let me stop here by saying sadhu. So sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Good night, Bante. Thank you very much. Bante.
Welcome. Good night, Suki Hodu.
Thank you very much, Bante. Good night, Suki
Thank you very
Hotu.
much, Bante.
Welcome. Good night,
Sadhu.
Suki Hodu. Sadhu.